Janell's story starts here, her home on Tate Road. This is where her mother reported her missing on April 17th, along with her stepfather. This is also the last location investigators can place the 16-year-old alive on the eve of her birthday.
That's my main concern, is getting her home. And of course my husband, but mainly my baby, because she been gone too long.
The charming 16-year-old Latanya Janell Carwell had aspirations of becoming a doctor until one day she suddenly disappears. She won't be the only one who disappears on that fateful day. A mother's frantic request for assistance prompts a thorough police investigation into the complicated case. Will they be able to find Janell and Leon? A terrible truth will emerge, crippling an already anxious Georgia neighborhood. Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. Latanya Janell Carwell was a bright, young lady who aspired to become a doctor. She was a T.W. Josie Comprehensive High School honors student. In Richmond County, Georgia, she lived with her mother Tanya Tripp and stepfather Leon Tripp, as well as her younger sister. On April 17, 2017, Latanya had her 16th birthday celebration. She'd hosted a cookout with her guests at her house. While her mother went to bed, Latanya's stepfather was helping her wrap up the party. Latanya and Leon went to bed later that night. However, towards midnight, Leon awoke Latanya because he needed to use her phone. Leon wanted to provide a lift to a buddy whose vehicle had broken down. Unfortunately, Leon lacked the expertise on how to use the technology on Latanya's phone to get directions. He also couldn't read a map. As a result, Leon had no choice but to ask Latanya to join him to Clarksville, South Carolina, to assist his friend. Tanya, Latanya's mother, became concerned when Latanya and Leon did not come home the following day. Her anxiety was heightened by the fact that none of them were picking up her call. As a result, she contacted the police department to submit a missing persons report. It's not like them not to answer the phone. I've been calling and texting and leaving messages and nothing, said Latanya's mother.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. Thank you for staying with us as the family of an Augusta teenager who went missing along with her stepfather wants the public to know they are not giving up hope of being reunited. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose joins us in the studio to tell us how the family is coping and their plans to help bring their loved ones home.
Brad, it's been a week and a half of sheer agony for the immediate family. Latanya Carwell's mother and uncle have come forward pleading with the public to help share this story so that their loved ones can be found.
I'm not eating, I'm not sleeping, I'm just worried about my family.
The past 11 days have been hard for the mother of 16-year-old Latanya Carwell.
If y'all see him, please call authorities and help my family get home.
Tanya Tripp's emotional plea comes after her daughter went missing from her South Augusta home in the wee hours of the morning on her 16th birthday. She left with her stepdad, 38-year-old Leon Tripp, to help a friend. Tanya Tripp says her husband only called by his first name as they left.
I got her because you sick, and he said I didn't want to bother you, so I asked our daughter would she go help me find Maurice. He said he had a call from a friend that was stuck on side the road in Clarksville.
Tripp says her family calls her daughter by her middle name, Janell. The T.W. Josie sophomore has earned several awards for her schoolwork, and her uncle says he knows she's a good kid looking into the medical field.
She knows how to cook, clean, very well groomed, very well spoken. She's smart. I just believe she's in a situation where she can't get on the phone and call uncle, mom, or some kind of relative, you know, because by now she would have reached out or walked in the door on her own by now.
Charles Carwell is Tanya Tripp's brother, and he says he isn't sold on the reason why Janell and her stepdad left.
It's almost as if it was premeditated, because I mean, this girl goes missing on her 16th birthday, and how, you know, she was brought out the house, it just doesn't sit well with me.
The search for Latanya and Leon began right away. The community as well as the authorities were both engaged. Tanya even appeared on Facebook Live to plead with the public to return her baby to her.
What's important is that she come home.
I do have cancer. I have brain cancer and I have lung cancer. I was inhaling too much of the smoke, so my husband told me to go in the house and lay down. So I did, because I couldn't breathe. And 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, I'm calling, texting, nothing. I need my baby home, like 15 days ago type home, because she has never been away from me this long.
Thank y'all for all the love. I see it, all the likes. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
That is.
Isn't that beautiful?
Thank you.
The search, however, lasted more than 14 days without yielding any results. Leon's vehicle was discovered by officials in late April 2017. Following that, the police looked into Latanya's and Leon's phone records. They realized the two had not arrived in Clarksville. However, there was no proof that any wrongdoing had occurred in the automobile. And shortly after, news of Leon's sighting began to circulate. Leon was sighted in Atlanta by himself. Latanya, on the other hand, was nowhere to be seen. The police investigated Leon's background using the new information. Leon was charged with assault, cruelty to minors, and had previously spent time in jail. Leon married Tanya while he was still incarcerated. As soon as he was freed from jail in 2015, he moved home with Tanya and her two girls. Leon had every cause to be a main suspect in the entire missing case, according to the investigators. Tanya, on the other hand, had a different reaction. She was always defending Leon.
In my heart and mind, I feel like he didn't kidnap our daughter.
This Augusta stepfather went from missing with his stepdaughter to being her accused kidnapper.
These kids go with their dad all the time. So you mean to tell me every time they go somewhere with him, it's a kidnapping? Just because I didn't know it the second that he left with her?
But Tanya Tripp isn't buying this turn in the investigation. She says her husband Leon Tripp needed Latanya Janell Carwell's tech-savvy skills to operate cell phone GPS to help a friend with car trouble in South Carolina. The door slammed and the two took off in the family truck, later found less than a mile from their home on Old McDuffie Road. As national media reports the story, some believe the father and daughter had a relationship.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now. That's stupid.
Later, the police received a tip notifying them that Leon had been seen at an Atlanta U-Haul facility. When the cops got on the scene, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Tanya was waiting for Leon at an Atlanta U-Haul station. Tanya and Leon were both detained. Leon was accused with kidnapping. Tanya was also charged with obstructing the arrest of a criminal. The police realized that Tanya's 911 call had led them in the incorrect direction. The police got a call over a year after Latanya vanished concerning human bones located in Augusta. It was determined that the bones were those of Latanya. Leon and Tanya were convicted of murdering Latanya, their own daughter. In 2018, it was revealed that Leon and Tanya had tried but failed to murder Latanya 3 times with the help of a hitman. The reason for Latanya's death is still unclear. Today, Leon is facing the death sentence, while Tanya is charged with second-degree murder. Latanya Carwell was a beautiful young girl with a bright future. How can the people who were supposed to protect her take her life? It is so sad that she never had a chance to live life and live her dreams. What happened to her was truly a tragedy. Please pray for her little sister and all of those who love Latanya. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.